everybody? This is Pastor Shay, aka Chaplain G, coming back at y'all with another word of encouragement for today. So check this out. A strange thing happened to me this morning. I was on my way taking my son to school, and along the way, an accident happened in front of us, like a traffic accident. And like one car smashed into another car. It was like one car ahead of us, right? So it was like right there, and my son is like, he's watching me, he's a little freaked out. I pull over to help, and the ambulance is there. We get everybody situated, everybody's okay. But when we're driving away and taking my son to school, obviously he's a little late, and as we're going, I can see that his brain is still processing everything that just happened, right? Because now he's looking around him, and I could tell that life just got a little bit more scary for him. He's like, man, why are these cars, like we're traveling down a 2-lane road, and he's like, man, why are these cars like coming at us so fast? And like if we would hit each other, you could just tell like he was just kind of, he was analyzing the situation. He's I think for as young as he is, and as young as we all once were, right? When we're young, we don't really give a lot of attention to the fleetingness of life, right? Like life is just kind of, we just live it. And there's certain points in life where we come in contact with these I want to call them opportunities to see life for what it is. But we run up on them, we're like, oh snap, like life could be gone in an instant. And quite honestly, I think God uses these moments in life to kind of snap and get our attention and say, hey, this life is going to end one day. It's not like you're just gonna live forever. It's not like there's not something waiting for you on the other side of the end of this life. I need you to pay attention. And what I need you to pay attention to is Jesus. He is what life means. He is what true reality is, right? And so I was able to walk my son through that this morning. We talked a little bit before I dropped him off at school, but then I got to work one day, and I host a Bible study here in the office, and of course the passage that I'm going through is the story of Lazarus, when Lazarus dies and Jesus' resurrection. And so I wanted to read y'all this passage because I think God gave this today to help me even have more conversations with my son. And I'm praying that as I share this word of encouragement with you, I don't know what y'all are going through, but I guarantee there's people in your life that are experiencing either a death in the family or a death of a coworker, or just some kind of thought that, oh man, one day I'm not going to be here. And what's after here? Let me read y'all this passage and I'll talk to it. This is John. This is chapter 11, starting in verse 17. Y'all check this out. This is after Lazarus has died. It says, now when Jesus came, he found that Lazarus had already been in the tomb 4 days. Bethany was near Jerusalem, about 2 miles off, and many of the Jews had come to Mary and Martha to console them concerning their brother. So when Martha heard that Jesus was coming, she went and met him. But Mary remained seated in the house. Martha said to Jesus, Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But even now I know that whatever you ask from God, he will give it to you. Jesus said to her, your brother will rise again. Martha said to him, I know he'll rise again in the resurrection on the last day. Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, though he die, yet shall he live. And everyone who lives and believes in me shall never die. Do you believe this? She said to him, yes, Lord. I believe that you are the Christ, the Son of God, who's coming into the world. See, Martha has what most of us have. We have these religious thoughts. We have these thoughts that are ethereal. I'm not going to see my loved one one day. They're up in the happy place. They're not in suffering anymore, and all this stuff, right? Though it may bring comfort, This is not the conversation I don't think that you want to have with Jesus, because what Jesus explains to her and what he's trying to get through to all of us is he is what it means to be resurrected. He is what it means to have life and have it abundantly. He is what it means to bring someone from death to life. It's not some magical incantation. It's not happy feelings. It's not your best life now. It's not trying to make sure you have a juicer to make sure that your heart is is operating at its highest efficiency. Those things will not save you. The only thing that saves us is Jesus himself. He is the resurrection. He is the life. And you can see from this, like I said, Martha is just like us. She's just thinking about worldly things. She's thinking about things that, when she says to him, if you would have just been here, if you would have come, like I watched you do miraculous things. And Jesus is like, you missed the point of why I did those miraculous things. I didn't do those things so that I could expand your life here. I'm not, like, Jesus doesn't give us money so that we can be happy in this life. Jesus doesn't give us a house and a car and nice things so that we get comfortable in the here and now. He gives us those things because he loves us, but ultimately he's pointing to himself as the God of all. He is the one that provides. He is the one that gives provisions for this life. He is the one that is the eternal source of joy and happiness. He wants all the things that he does for us to point back to himself, because he is what it means. He is what life means. He is what a resurrection means. And so the word of encouragement is that even though you may be going through things today, you may be confronted with life right now. You may be confronted with the shortness of life. You may be confronted with how easily life could be taken away. You may be confronted with that no one in your family has passed away yet. And you're wondering when that day is going to come. And those days are stacking up, and those folks are getting older, and you're getting worried. And the solution to all of those things, and many more, there's a long list of stuff I can mention, right? The solution to those things and all those problems we have in life is Jesus saying, I am the resurrection and the life. He uses the covenantal name of God. He's saying, I am, as God, I am what it means to have life even after this life ends. You'll only find it in me. You're not going to find it in all the other stuff that you're going toward. You're only going to find it in me. Man, it's such a good word, such a meaty word for today. And I'm praying that if this confuses you or it brings up more questions, hit me up, reach out. I'd love to walk through it with you. I'm praying for y'all. Praying for y'all hard, man, because I know a lot of people are going through stuff. Love y'all. And hit me up anytime you need me. My email's down in the description box. Let me know. Until next time, grace and peace.